Greetings, humans. I'm Anders, and welcome back to the Windmill World Season. So, we're going to Japan. Yes. Okay, so, we've been to Japan once before on the channel, right? Saving before the week. Yes. That was cool. Okay, so, Lovebites has been in and out of the comments for a long time, but it was never really a regular. But eventually we decided to give it a shot. Now, we were warned that there's quite the craze and fan army around this band, and I think they fall around the same league as baby metal. And I've seen some baby metal, and it's definitely not my favorite thing. So, we have the potential of triggering a lot of hate here, and we haven't really been getting a lot of hate in the comments, so that would be cool. Yeah, so in case we don't like this that much, we're gonna be honest. And if you're triggered, just hate on us, okay? I mean, we're not even real YouTubers if we don't get hate. But maybe that won't be necessary, so we have yet to see. One more thing I want to say. This is Holy War, right? And it's a live version. I think what's actually the most requested thing was something that's called Winds of Transylvania Blood Love version. And, well, we're from Romania, and we know that all that vampire stuff is, well, bullshit. A cheap gimmick. Yeah, it's a cheap gimmick. So don't buy it. And we know as a people we like garlic a lot. That's just because garlic is amazing. Actually, vampires are allergic to garlic, which goes to show there's not a lot of vampire stuff going on in India. And it's not because we're keeping them away. They weren't here to begin with, and we just really like garlic. We don't mind the stinky breath. So, and all that stupidity out of the way, I think we can go forward with Lovebites and see if love really bites. And this is an all-female metal band from Japan. And I think, as a style, they should go around the heavy metal classic style of like 80s and stuff. You think? But I don't really know. We can only get to see. Are you ready? Go! Oh! Okay. Okay, I am confusion. You are confusion because I'm not used to seeing people that look like they're from anime not sounding like they're from anime.
Yeah, it's like the same contrast that we first got when we saw female growls.
Exactly, yeah, it's like that, the image and the sound don't sync. It's weird like that. I don't know.
I'm gonna make a really weird comparison here.
Go.
You know what she sounds like vocally? Like I'm probably gonna hate myself for saying this. Like if vocals used in anime soundtrack meets Bruce Dickinson. But I don't know if that's it. Like, there's some power metal voice that she distinctively reminds me of, and I can't really pinpoint it.
She reminds me a bit of Kotikota from Stratovarius, except he's a bit more nosy.
Yeah. It's not him. I don't know where to place it, but there's a typical power metal sound that this draws me towards. And there is a bit of, like, classic heavy, like, Iron Maiden stuff going in there a lot.
To me, the instrumental sounds more Judas Priest than Iron Maiden, but the vocals sound more Iron Maiden than Judas Priest.
Yeah, that is the point. But I would say compared to both Maiden and Priest, at least from songs I know, this is faster.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more in the fast power metal pace.
Yeah.
And I like the whole tapping thing they do.
Mm-hmm.
Not only on guitars, but also on drums. And like the drum transitions and changes of grooves they're honestly pretty juicy.
Yeah.
So this is good. I think the main reason why I was hesitant about this was the fan craze, and I don't know, I think there might be a lot of people are just swarming around them because, all female band and they're from Japan. Ah!
Yeah.
But they're really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're, listen. Yes.
Okay. Oh, this is so classic thrash.
Okay, yay. Yeah, dude, that was good.
Okay,
that
so
was good.
what I didn't like about baby metal was, first of all, there's 3 of them and they were all singers.
Mm-hmm.
And in most of, I think I saw in a couple of live videos, you couldn't even see the band. It wasn't like a metal thing. Yeah, it was more like a pop thing.
Really?
Yeah, with some metal somewhere lost in the back to give some double kicks and stuff. And they were pushing very much on this like high sort of anime vocals. And this is like actually fitting very well with our metal standards.
Yeah.
It's also like a club show. It's not like a huge arena.
It is a pretty big place, but it is an indoor spot. Yeah. Okay. Go. I figured out where I'm placing the drums. Symphony X V, the album, if you know on Evolution, the kind of pattern, and Nightwish Ocean Board.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's where I'm drawing that from. And then all the guitar styles and the vocal styles are more like classic heavy metal, power metal kind of stuff for me.
Yeah.
Like compared to Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Stradivarius.
When the solos came in, I also got a little bit of an Unleash the Archers vibe.
Yeah, and the whole dual guitars harmonization thing is, it's spot on. And just the way the bass kind of filled in there at the end on those high notes, just at the end of the solo, that's a really cool.
What kind of bugged me about the solo is their mixing wasn't that good. One of them was low in the volume and you couldn't hear the first half of the solo that well. And then when they were harmonizing, like, I couldn't really hear both.
Well, I didn't really get that. Maybe I didn't focus on it very well.
Maybe it's just my headphones.
Yeah, maybe it's that. If one of your headphones died, that was probably it. Because I think you could hear one on one side and one on the other. I don't know.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
And pulling off that kind of power metal stances in those heels is scary.
Yeah.
Like, that's horror movie material.
Their outfits could also be horror movie material in the appropriate context.
Yeah!
A haunted house at night with some eerie background lights.
You know what would still spoil it? The Mickey Mouse gloves on the drummer.
You didn't see them.
You have to look back on it and see that. They look like Mickey Mouse gloves. White. Yeah. But that was cool. I like the pacing in that. And yeah. It's not my style of music, so I wouldn't be adding this to any of my regular playlists because I don't really listen to this sort of galloping constant classic metal stuff.
Yeah, I think honestly, if I'm to think about the power metal stuff I do like Unleash the Archers, for example, I think the one thing that I'm kind of thirsting for here, is some more drops into groove, you know, because it keeps the power metal pace, and I always love to see that alternated with grooves.
Mm-hmm.
But this is more like the classical power metal, and they don't really do that so much, so I don't know if that's a fair complaint or just my preference. But it was cool, and I would like to check some more from this band.
Yeah, and with more grooves, if you have more requests.
Yeah.
Grooves, lots of grooves, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So, that's what we have to say so far. If you enjoyed this reaction, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Corpse is out.